He's the Cowboys tight end, Jason Witten, back on the program. How are you, Jason?
I'm doing good, Dan. Good to be on with you, man.
I'm doing okay. We found a new play last night with these Spider 2 wide banana that the Saints run, and Jimmy Graham is the banana.
It looked like a pretty good play to me, huh?
You got to be looking around, looking at these tight ends and going, where is this position headed?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, you think really, I guess I'm one of the old hats now too, but I came in 11 years ago and there was a couple guys. I mean, obviously Tony was doing it and then Shannon Sharp and a couple others, but you look around, I mean there's a lot of prolific tight ends right now in the league that are playing at a high level.
Who's the best one?
Oh, I don't know that you can just say one guy. I mean, I think there's a lot of guys that are talented and can do some different things. But if I had to say one, I still think you got to go with the greatest ever, in my opinion, which is Tony Gonzalez. And watch that game Sunday night. I mean, he's still doing it at a high level, even at this point in his career.
What's he do better than you?
Well, I think he does it as good as anybody. Is just the consistency over the years. I mean, he puts his head in there to block. He makes the big catches. He makes tough contested catches. And he does it time and time again. So, that's the name of this game and this league is playing at that high level for a long period of time. And I think he's done it probably better than anybody and continues to do it.
Do you think that we're going to see this influx, of former basketball players?
I don't know. I mean, I think that, at some point, it's tough because I don't think it's going to continue to go on that way. I mean, maybe it does, but I think if you look at these guys that are really the ones, Jimmy Graham and Antonio Gates, that have played at that high level, I mean, they have some traits that are, that separate them from probably a lot of other guys. And I think they have a great understanding of zone coverage and using their body and leverage, and they have great quarterbacks that put the ball on them, as you saw last night with Jimmy. Is just great opportunities to go down the field and create mismatches, and a lot of guys around them. So they're pretty rare with what they can do, and definitely cause a mismatch week in and week out in the NFL.
He's Jason Witten, the Cowboys tight end, joining us. Dan Patrick Show. As a former Tennessee Volunteer, any thoughts when USC fires their head coach?
No, I didn't really get caught up in that way, as I'm sure a lot of Tennessee fans did. Anytime that happens in this business, I think you feel unfortunate for somebody. So, I'm sure some Tennessee fans thought differently, but it's no way to look at it. I think it's unfortunate to see it, and his dad's on our staff right now, and I think he's a great football coach, and so. I'm sure he'll bounce back. He's done it before.
He's Jason Witten, the Cowboys tight end. I was also wondering about this. Last year, when you had your spleen injury, how painful was that at the time?
Oh, it was pretty tough. Anytime you take a lot of pride as a player to thinking, I can overcome injuries and be mentally tough to handle those situations. But the spleen was definitely a little bit different than an ankle sprain for sure.
Was it life-threatening?
No, it wasn't life-threatening. So I was fortunate there, and good doctors, good trainers all around me, and by no means was it life-threatening. But at the same time, you want to get back out there as quickly as you can. You realize, that you got to have patience in that, and you're talking about an organ, so. It was a long process, but something I'm proud of, and it was a tough road to get back, and hope I don't take a hit like that again, because that one hurt for a little bit.
Man, but you can't tape up a spleen, can you?
No, you can't. I mean, they have the rib protectors and different ways to try to protect it, but like I said, it's not a bruise. It's a little bit bigger than that. So, but I was able to recover quickly, and it was just lacerated. It wasn't anything worse than that. So it healed up pretty quick and was fortunate to get back out there for the opener against the Giants.
Yeah, sure. Just just lacerated. Nothing worse than that. Give me Can you give me a detailed play? Like maybe it's a former play. You don't have to give me one that you're using now. Give me one that's complex. That you go to line of scrimmage and you hear Tony Romo say what? Just so we can understand what it'd be like to try to understand an audible change in the play line of scrimmage.
Well, I think there's so much that goes into it, but we're a number system team, and but I've been a part of two systems when playing for Coach Parcells, and then now with Coach Garrett's system. But I mean, dot right / pass right 408 stutter H drag. I mean that would be a play, but there's always code words and different things that you do, and you see it at the line of scrimmage. Well, but I'm like you. I need that banana play.
The Eagles were calling out Papa John's when Peyton was at the line of scrimmage and he's changing plays, and the Eagles defense was yelling out Papa John's. Anything ever interesting that is said where you can actually laugh during a moment if Tony's changing the play, the defense yells out something?
Usually it's there's not. I mean, there's code words of that mean certain things, like to get to a coverage or a blitz or some type of generic names for them. But I mean there's nothing like that I've heard that's kind of random, if you will, that would make you get a smirk or something. So
why hear these guys? They do Omaha. There's a lot of quarterbacks that do Omaha and to change the play, and then Peyton will do hurry, 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 hurry.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's different ways to get the snap count to go in the way you want it. So I think that's what the focus is on more than anything. But it sounds like hurry, hurry is pretty simple, hurry up and snap the ball. So he's the master at it, though. Does a great job of getting to the plays and changing it and checking and audible. And hurry, hurry just might mean snap the ball pretty quickly.
NFC East. What happened to the NFC East, Jason?
Well, it's just been a tough start. I mean, it's a tough division.
But the Giants are 0-4.
Yeah, it's been a tough start to the season. But I'm sure this division, it's been pretty tough over the years, and I don't know that there's a division over the last 20 years it's been more respected than NFC East, and I think by the end of this, it'll bounce back.
What are you doing with Sears?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool deal being a part of today with Sears invites us to Shop Your Way members and all Americans donate to the Heroes at Home Wish Registry at any Sears store, online at Sears.com, Heroes at Home. And I'm going to go welcome one of our heroes and active military people as they come back and the family and give them gift cards and get them started here and welcome them back and just recognize what true heroes they really are. So pretty cool initiative and be a nice surprise for that family, hopefully. Sears.com/heroes at home.
Hey, good to visit with you again. Stay healthy. Good luck against the Broncos.
All right, thanks.
That's Jason Witten, Cowboys tight end. Yeah, I forgot. You got Monty Kiffin, defensive coordinator with the Cowboys. And here's Jason, who's a Tennessee guy, and all of a sudden, when Kiffin went to USC, there was a lot of Tennessee Volunteers, not just fans. A little bit, maybe a little dicey there.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.